Finally, we will meet Natalie Clark, Novant Health's Volunteer Coordinator. Welcome to the show today, Natalie. It's a pleasure to have you back again.
Thank you, June. I'm glad to be here.
Good, good. Well, today we're here to talk about volunteer opportunities. And so remind our viewers a little bit about what you do at Novant Health.
Sure, I'm the volunteer coordinator, and I assist the volunteers with their daily activities, ongoing support, help with the some fundraising activities, the scheduling, the junior volunteer program, home volunteers,
wow, that's
community
a lot.
events. Yeah.
How long have you been at Novant Health?
Since 2008.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, last month on the show, we had the opportunity to meet Lynette Pinkston, who's the new manager for the endoscopy suite that's opened.
Yes.
And I understand that there's going to be some volunteer opportunities there, so we want to talk about that today.
Sure. There sure are. We're looking for volunteers that would help take the patients to their pre-procedure rooms, help with check-in, maybe answering some phones, and transporting patients back out to their vehicles after their procedure via wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what they do at the hospital too. They do similar jobs at the hospital.
Yes.
And this would be at the new endoscopy center,
Correct.
which is just down the street from the hospital.
Yes, I think it's just in like 2.5 miles south.
Yeah, it's just about 2.5 miles.
Close.
So that's going to be really nice. Are there particular days or times that the volunteer program needs?
Sure, they're going to be open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and they'd love to have volunteers throughout that whole time.
Throughout that whole time?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Remind me where it's located again. I know it's about 2.5 miles, but it's there where the Brunswick
Sure.
Medical Park is?
Yes, and the address is 13 Medical Campus Drive and Supply, and just as we mentioned, 2.5 miles south of the hospital.
Kind of right past McDonald's.
Yes.
On the right-hand side there.
Yes.
Well, I know that at the hospital there's lots of fun activities that the volunteers are involved in, and there's celebrations and what have you. So I'm wondering if the volunteers who are housed or who staff the endoscopy suite, would they also be able to participate in those activities?
They sure will. We have our volunteer recognition luncheon coming up in April. They would have opportunities to help with fundraising or community events. They can be and they also could come to the hospital to enjoy a meal and our break room cafe either before or after their shift. But they can get involved however they wish.
And they can shop in the gift shop.
They sure can. One of my favorite things to do.
Well, I'm sure that you have other volunteer roles available as well. Let's talk a little bit about those.
Sure, we have opportunities kind of out in the scenes. You know, they would be greeting the visitors and patients coming into our hospital that you see in our
right
guest
inside
services
the front doors there in the
or
lobby.
the emergency department.
Oh yeah.
We also do the opportunities to have one-on-one with patients and rounding, such as our cheer card or pet therapy. We have a program where we recognize veterans. We also would do, if they prefer to be behind the scenes, they could do data entry or help with the materials and supply department, or make some of those cards that we present to the patients. And then also in the community, if they prefer not to be in the hospital, they could go to our physician practices such as Oceanside Family Medicine in Charlotte, or physical therapy, or the new physician practice that's in Pine Forest Plantation.
Oh yeah, and that's where I go, and I actually saw a volunteer there the other day. So that's kind of nice to see them in the practices.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
And, sometimes there's, if you're waiting in the waiting area or something, you just need something. It's kind of nice to have somebody right there that can help you find your way or get you something that you need. And do you have volunteer information sessions?
We sure do. This year in 2018, we're providing our new volunteer information sessions on Wednesdays, and it's always the second Wednesday of the month.
Oh, okay.
From 10 a.m. to noon, except for the month of March, we're doing it the third Wednesday, which actually is March 21st, also from 10 to 12.
And so if anybody's interested, they can just sign up to come to one of the information sessions, or do they just show up?
Either is fine.
Okay.
We would accommodate it if they just happen to show up, and we have applications available there.
Okay. And if they need more information over the phone, how might they contact you, Natalie?
They can call 910-721-1493. And then there's a lot of other information about our volunteer program if they'd like to look online at www.novanthealth.org, and they would pull up the giving section and then volunteer opportunities, and make sure you click on Brunswick Medical Center.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to see you again, and I look forward to the new endoscopy center opening with volunteers.
Thanks, June.